All right, you guys. So I have a rant, and I went live on Instagram earlier stating that I was going to talk about a rant about a question that was raised on my social media, on my Twitter. And on the Twitter was a question was stated, and it read, "Do you think that a relationship is more likely to last if the man loves or cares for the woman more than she loves and cares for him?" And it sparked something in my brain because I have a view on this. And I want to say I kind of agree. I think personally that the more invested the man is in the relationship and the more that he respects, appreciates, and adores his woman, the chances of that bond will stay intact more. Not taking away that the woman don't love him and adore him and appreciate him, but for some reason it's more cohesive when the man feels like he wants to put all, and he wants to work, and he wants to fight for that relationship. And it just seems like, to me, men tend to get more bored in a relationship faster and easier. And if that woman does not possess the majority things that he wants in a woman, the more opportunities there are for him to stray or to leave or to go away or not put it all and give up. And one of my examples of that, I was introduced to this theory at a young age. And I had a high school sweetheart. I was dating this guy in high school from ninth grade until middle of my junior year of high school. And what I seem to have found out was he told me he was dating me, who we attended the same high school, and then he was dating another young lady who attended a different high school. And he was going back and forth between the two of us. And, I found out. He found out that I found out through a mutual friend. And she found out once I made it very vocal that he was dating the both of us. And when it came down to him, he dated the both of us from his ninth grade year until he broke up with me in our junior year of high school. But when he broke up with me, he told me that he had a difficult time choosing because he really had the perfect two women. We both were the complete opposite of one another. But when he spoke to his father said, "Be with the woman who loves you the most, not who you love the most." And when he broke up with me, he said those things to me, and I was just like, what? That's backwards. So you like me, because of course this is high school, so we're talking about, high school love. I'm not saying you can't love in high school. You definitely can. However, he said he chose the other young lady because he felt she loved him more. He could get more out of the relationship with her than with me, even though he liked or loved me more than her. And I was a little bit confused at that. And that always resonated with me. And that always stuck with me. And now, he's not with her. He had children with her and everything like that. They went on to, have children and everything like that. But do you know, he ended up getting with someone else that we went to high school with. And he took her through kind of the same roller coaster. And do you know who he ended up with? He ended up not with the one he broke up with me for, not with the one that his dad said, you be with her because she loves you the most, not who you love the most. He ended up marrying and our schoolmate, who he took through the ringer for the other chick, and he ended up being with who he loved the most at the end. And they are still married. They are still thriving. And the relationship is blossoming. So his ideology in earlier years was to be with the woman who loves you the most, more than you care about her. The more she's more invested in you than you are in her. So this is going to work. You know, because your stakes, your chances of her hurting you are less when you care about her less than she cares about you. So I really don't believe that hype. I believe men will go above and beyond to keep their relationship when they put their all into their woman, when they love her essence, everything about her, you know, her flaws and all. All the men that I talk to who's been in long-term relationships have done shit to hurt their woman. So I'm not saying that doesn't happen, but they don't give up as easy. If they make a mistake, they actually assess it and they try to figure out and make it work. So I, personally, being a 39-year-old divorced woman, I believe that statement is somewhat true. I'm not going to say it's all the way true, but I do feel that when the man is way 110% more invested in the relationship, appreciates the woman that he's with, appreciate and values her beyond physical, but emotional, spiritually, and everything like that, the relationship has a better chance of surviving, a better chance of things. Because see, what a man is going to do, if he does his dirt, he's going to make sure he still protects that woman. He's going to make sure he does everything right for her, even if he step out of line and do some shit that may hurt her. But a man who don't give a damn, and then the woman is way more invested, she's going to forgive and forgive and forgive, and he's not going to feel like he has any consequences in his behavior, and he's going to continue to do the things that he do to hurt her and just stay in the relationship because of being comfortable. Because we women are very forgiving when we're in love. And if we're so in love that sometimes it clogs our judgment and we don't think logically about what this is doing to us when we continue to forgive these men who we care about more, who we put all our faith and energy and investment to, and we put all our energy into the relationship, and he only needs to do so much. We allow that and we let them get away with that, and therefore the man is not as invested. He loses respect for her, and he don't feel like he needs to be careful. He don't feel like there's stakes involved that he will lose that bond in that relationship when the woman puts her 110% in, and he's only giving 50 or 60 and 70 and getting away with it. So this goes to why I'm not in a relationship. Because I have not met a man who makes me feel like there's a possibility or there's a chance that he's going to put 110% into a relationship to be with me. And I'm just not talking about physical, because like I got physical needs, physical needs, that's different. But for me to emotionally invest and digest you and want to see you succeed and things like that, I'm just a genuinely great person. So I don't have to be in a relationship to want to see a man do good and do well and succeed and things like that. That just comes with knowing who I am and knowing me. But I'm not going to jump into a relationship if I don't feel like that man has the potential of giving me 110% of his all. And the thing I have learned about men is if they do want you, they're going to show you, they're going to tell you. And I say both, because with men, they tell you and they show you. When it's genuine, when it is, when they are really into you and they want something and want to build something, they show you and they tell you. So if I'm not getting both of those, then I'm guarded. I got my gates up. I'm good. So anyway, so that's my rant on that. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Sometimes I rant about relationship stuff. It's a nerd, movie channel or whatever. But sometimes I rant on relationship things, on what I see in social media. And if I feel like I need to talk about it, I do. So go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Like this video. Comment below. Let me know how you feel about that statement. How do you feel? Do you feel like men, when they are more in love with the woman than the woman is with him, that the relationship is more likely to work and last longer? What's your theory? Let me know. I'll hit y'all up later. Talk to y'all. I'm about to get in the shower and lay my butt down. Peace, and I'll talk to y'all later.